guys, it's Arielle. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a regretful type of a video. I've seen this on YouTube and I really enjoy it because I feel like I really learn a lot before investing in any item or anything out there. I like to see what people have to say about it before I buy it, just to make sure I'm not going to regret it as well. And as you know, if you've been following my YouTube channel, I love to collect luxury handbags. But I've also had my fair share of buying luxury handbags that just weren't worth it. And unfortunately, it takes a few uses out of it to really understand that it just was not worth my money. So if you are interested, I'm going to go over top 3 handbags that I wasted my money on. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. The very first handbag that I have here that made it into my regret list is going to be Givenchy Antigone bag, or Antigone, however you want to say that. And a lot of people probably are saying, what? Why? That's a great bag, this and that. Okay. I think at the time that this was a very hot item, I myself as well thought that this was going to be a very great classic piece. And I'm not saying that it's not a classic still, because it really is. And I feel like people who are working in corporate offices can really take advantage of this bag. But for me and the lifestyle that I live, I find that this bag is just too big for me. This is a size small, and this retails for $2,280, I believe, without tax. So it's a pretty expensive bag. However, I just think for me right now, it's not an ideal bag to have. It's very heavy alone without any items inside, and I'm a very minimal person. I love handbags that feel very lightweight, and this is on the heavier side. I also just think that it's just too big for me, and I don't know. And I also find that this shoulder strap has no purpose for me, because when I wear it, the straps or the handles right here bother my armpits, so there's no point to use it. And I can't swing it over me because then it's just so close to my chest and it's just bulky. I don't know, like, it's just, to me, I don't really like it. I think somebody who is going to enjoy this bag is someone who definitely likes to carry a lot of things in their handbag, and the style of it is also very formal. So, you know, I feel like it's really good for people who are in corporate offices and want a really nice sturdy handbag. This would probably be for them. But for me, I wish that at the time when I bought this, they had I think it's called Nano. They have a Nano version of this, which is a lot smaller and has a very long strap. I feel like that is something that I would get a lot of use out of versus the size small. So this is why I don't like it. Another reason for me is that this bottom part doesn't have the little heels. When they have the heels, they keep this whole section from getting dirty. And if you're a person who's not careful and just puts your bag everywhere, this will automatically get it. So that's another part that I don't like. I also don't like that the leather on this is very sensitive. I used it when I was going to London, and I actually got like an oil stain right here, which made me really sad. But I mean, I don't think it's that obvious, but it just goes to show it's one of those handbags you have to take care of while using. So to me, it's not very practical, and for the price, I wish I got something else. Handbag regret number 2 is YSL Nano Souple ingrained handbag. It's their Soup du Jour, and it's in the ingrained leather. I said that very weird. Hope you guys get that. It's the YSL Soup du Jour Nano Souple in ingrained leather. Whatever, something like that. Anyways, this is their newer version of the Soup du Jour, because the Soup du Jour usually has a very structured type of leather. This one is in this leather that's not so sensitive, so you can actually like wear it out and it'll still look really nice, which is one of the reasons why I initially bought it. But after using it, the downside for me, I think, is that With the strap on, it looks nice, but it's when the bag is actually very full, it just doesn't look attractive. Like it loses its form and it just becomes very bulky looking, and it almost kind of like lays on my body with the strap kind of open like this. And I feel like it's so easy for people to just grab stuff out of my wallet or grab stuff out of my purse without me knowing. And to me, that is like not a good thing. Like I like to make sure the bags that I use are very secure because I don't really care a lot of things, so I probably won't even notice if something is taken out of my bag, which is a really bad thing. But I just don't like that there's no closure or anything on it. And I have similar bags like this, but the way this lays when it's full is just not attractive to me. And I think for people who are looking to invest in an expensive bag, you want to look about, or you want to think about the security you're having with the things you put in your bag. So that's why this made it into my regretful list, and this cost about $2,250. So style, name brand, beautiful, and I think it's a really great bag, and I love the color because it's like a nude pink. But usability wise, again, like I just don't feel so comfortable using this when it just lays open like that. And to be honest, I use this bag a lot like when I'm traveling because I think it's such a good small size bag and it's pretty lightweight, but that always makes me worried if people are gonna pickpocket out of my bag or something like that. So that's why this made it into my regretful list. The last regretful handbag that I have is going to be from the brand called Chloe, and this bag retails for $1,600 and I want to say $1,680 without tax. And this is their Nile bag. And to be honest, you might be like, why is this on your list? I've seen it on your Instagram a million times. Because it's super cute and it's super trendy, and that's why I really like it. But if I'm going to really be technical about it, there's really not much things I can fit in here. And you're going to say again, it's a small bag, what do you expect? But it's not about being a small bag, it's the fact that it's rounded. Again, when I'm buying handbags, I'm not always thinking about usability. I'm thinking about how cute and how trendy. Every blogger had this bag, right? But to be honest, the more use I got out of it, the more I realized it's not a very practical handbag. First thing, yes, it's nice and it's super cute to hold, but for a long time when you're hanging it on your arm, it starts to hurt. Next, it has a strap, which I already have inside. I love using it that way and it's perfect. I don't really have a complaint about the straps, but the only thing is that the way it's shaped, it's like I really can't fit a lot of things, and I'm a blogger, so I bring cameras with me and all of that, especially when I'm traveling, and I found that I had a really hard time while using this. It just really wasn't ideal, so that is why it made it on my bad list. But again, like any of the bags that I mentioned on this video, like these are all my opinions based on how I was able to use it, and for my lifestyle they were inconveniences. But for everybody who's watching this video, I just wanted to give my 2 cents and my opinions about these bags, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not great handbags or other people can't get more purposes out of it, because it really just depends on your lifestyle and what you're looking for when you're buying a handbag. And for me, just these 3 things alone, I spent $6,000 plus dollars plus tax. It's almost close to $7,000 in all 3 of these handbags, and I kind of regret them because I honestly don't use them as much anymore, or like if I do use it, it's like I really feel like I could have gotten something better. Well, there you guys have it for my top 3 handbags that I regretfully own. Again, I want to emphasize the fact that this is in no way to offend anybody who may own these bags, because I own them as well, but you know, everybody who has a specific handbag, you all have your own purposes for them and why you bought them, and maybe you do really love these handbags, and that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so I was just talking about why I regretted these bags in case there was someone who was looking into this specific handbag and is not so sure and just wants to see type of a review. And for me, these handbags don't work out for me, but for somebody else they could work amazing for. So it's really up to you and what your purposes are for buying a specific handbag. So if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new, hit that notification bell button to get notified each time I upload a video, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye!